This
A very warm welcome to the Oriental Sports Center here in Shanghai. It's the final event of the ISU Four Continents Championships for 2024. The scene is set for a real showdown here. It's the free dance. What a fantastic 3 days of competition we've had. In fact, 4 days of competition. It's flown by, but it has been sensational. Brilliant venue, and we've been thrilled by some fantastic figure skating here at these Four Continents Championships. My name's Chris Howarth. Over the next couple of hours or so, we've got some thrilling ice dance for you. The situation going into the free dance is it's a Canada 1-2. Piper Gilles and Paul Poirier, the 2 times bronze medalists in the World Championships, are leading. The teammates, Fournier Beaudry and Soerensen, are in second, and Christina Carreira and Anthony Ponomarenko for the USA are in third place. We've got 16 teams split into 4 groups for this free dance. There'll be an ice resurface at the halfway point. That's the panel of judges, the referee, Chris Buchanan, and they're the technical panel responsible for sorting this one out. Should be a lot of fun. Really great atmosphere. Yesterday it was great to see a few more people in the arena. Today a little sparse, but the people that have made it tend to be vocal and get behind the skaters, which is always great. So there they are, the first 4 teams ready to come out onto the ice for their introductions. So first to go for China, they're lying in 16th place. It's Zutong Li and Xingkang Wang. From Australia, second to go, Nette and Westwood. They're in 14th. For China, going third, Shaanxi and Nangwu. And lying in 15th place, the Brazilian team of Natalie Pallu-Neves and Jane Panesar. So there's confirmation of how they go. 5 minutes to get the legs going. Of course, they will have warmed up off ice backstage. The facilities here, absolutely fantastic. Ice conditions have been great over the last 4 days. So a big moment for these two. They're debuting at the Four Continents Championships. They competed in the Junior Worlds last year, where they finished in 22nd place. Team who up until now have competed very much as juniors. So making the transition well. Remember, they go into this lying in 16th place.
在一个人后暂时排在第16位。各位观众，欢迎中国编舞组合李宣彤、王新康。
These two are the 2023 National Ice Dance Champions who have already competed twice at the ISU Four Continents Championships. They are currently in 14th place after the rhythm dance.
Look at the Australian couple there. They are the Australian national champions, 11th in the Four Continents last year. This is the 3rd time that they've competed in the Four Continents. Erin from London, India from Adelaide. A lot of their training in London, in the UK, some of it in Ontario as well, in Canada.
They made their international debut this season and competed for the first time at an ISU Grand Prix event at the Cup of China in Chongqing. They are currently in 13th place after the rhythm dance. Representing from
3rd to go from China, lying in 13th place, another team debuting at these Four Continents Championships. Did compete in the Cup of China this year, where they finished in 9th place. Just a couple of events, a new partnership, this team. Relishing the opportunity here. Did really well in the rhythm dance. And look at the team from Brazil. They're in 15th place going into this. Debuting at the Four Continents, they're former bronze medalists in the Junior National Championships. competed in the Golden Spin prior to this, where they finished in 15th place. Were 12th in the Bosphorus Cup in Istanbul as well. Looking good on those twizzles. Yeah, they don't seem to be too nervous. A medley of Prince numbers for them for their free dance. Looking forward to that. Yeah, so looking ahead to that final group, the final four, 2 teams from the USA and 2 teams from Canada. It'll be certainly a very, very good showdown. Zingas and Kolesnik debuting at the Four Continents, and they're lying in 4th place. They'll be the first to go in the final group. Then Carreira and Ponomarenko, followed by Fournier Beaudry and Soerensen, and the leaders Gilles and Poirier last to go. But couldn't be set any better. Shot there of the Australian team will be 2nd to go. They're looking pretty good.
Skaters, this concludes the warm-up. Would you please clear the ice?
热身环节结束，运动员请退场。
So there, down on ringside, you can see the panel of judges take up virtually the full length of the rink.
Our first skaters represent the People's Republic of China.
首先登场的是中国组合李宣彤、王新康。
So to get us underway in the free dance here, the final event of this Four Continents Championships in Shanghai. Team lying in 16th place, representing China, Zhangtong Li and Xinggang Wang. Debuting at the Four Continents. Really good speed into that first set of twizzles. Lovely edges through the 1-foot turn sequence. Well, if that's a sign of things to come, we're in for a real treat this afternoon. Hope you enjoyed that. Loved the way they attacked the program. Remember, these two very much a junior team, but nothing junior about that performance. Yeah, keeping in character right to the end. Dangtong Li, Kang Wang for China. Remember these two in 16th of the 16 going into this. But yeah, we're going to see more difficult programs, technically, that's for sure. But as an all-round performance, these two did very, very well. I love it when a team's been given the opportunity, they go out there and really attack it, grab the opportunity with both hands, and that's exactly what this team did. Deng, who coaches this team in Beijing, must be very, very proud indeed. Couple of junior Grand Prix this season. Finished 9th in Osaka, 10th in Austria as well. They've got to work on the extension, their lines, finishing everything off. But the experience that they're going to gain from competing here, as much as anything, being on the practice sessions with better skaters, traveling faster across the ice, deeper edges, making bigger patterns on the ice. All that experience will stand them in really, really good stead for the future. Lovely balance point there. got a great look, hasn't he? Fantastic expression. Lovely chemistry between them. In addition to their personalities coming shooting out into the arena, which is so impressive. 85-94. That is a fantastic score for them. They've never got over 80 before. And if you're going to get a personal best, why not get it in a championship? Now that overall score as well, what, 3 points better than they've got before. Fantastic stuff.
Our next skaters represent Australia.
So now a team that are competing in the four continents for the third time. Made it into the top 10 a couple of years ago. They were 11th last year, but they go into this lying in 14th place. This is Nette and Westwood.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, dark sacred night. And I think to myself, oh, what a wonderful world. Colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see
superb control through the lift.
Say, how do you do? When they're really saying is, I love you.
Really built the speed up into that 1 foot turn sequence. A little bit more rise and fall in the knee, but got through it cleanly. Much better on the last set. Erin just rocking backwards and forwards a little bit too much on the first two sets of twizzles.
Oh, wonderful world.
Well, really enjoyable. Scott Moyer, side there leading the applause. Really super stuff.
Representing Australia,
澳大利亚组合
Nette and Westwood.
So there they are, Nette and Westwood for Australia. Yeah, not sure that was as good as the Chinese team. No glaring mistakes, but just not quite the quality, the quality of the turns, the depth of the edge on the turns. For me, the two highlights of the program were the lift was the second element, really good balance point on that. They controlled it so well, good transitions in and out. And the diagonal step, I thought they did really, really well. Got base value for that. Again, we're going to see much, much deeper edge work from the top teams. And again, it's something that two are going to learn from competing here. There's that lift. Isn't that a fantastic balance point? Marvelous extension, great position from India there. So here on the Twizzles, they did get a positive GOE, only level 1 for both of them on that. I just felt he was a little bit rocky on the first two sets, settled down on the last one. Some really good highlights in the program. So great experience for them. It's not going to be a top 10 finish for them this year. Certainly to be a higher level this year. Great to see Scott there focusing on the positive points of the program. Yeah, 79.01. It is second place, so second on the free, but they will stay in front.
澳大利亚组合目前
So that's good news for them.
斯洛普德自由混合分为
The
79.1
gap
分，
closed significantly, but they are in front at the moment.
132.60分，目前暂列第一位。
Our next speakers represent People's Republic of China.
下一位登场的是中国组合时尚吴楠。
So on the ice now, lying in 13th place, representing China. Another team debuting at the Four Continents. Were very impressive in the rhythm dance. This is Shang-Chi and Nan Wu. Exogenesis, the music. Real quality shown through the 1-foot turn sequence. quite a lot of speed across the ice on the twizzles, but a real display of their skill there. Level 4s for both of them, I think. Oh, wow. Fantastic. Superb.
Representing the People's Republic of China.
中国组合时尚湖南。
Well, I thought that was brilliant. Well done, guys. Shi and Wu for China. Remember a couple of days ago they did that Michael Jackson medley, and I for sure felt that they weren't sharp enough interpreting the Michael Jackson music. But there, skating to Exogenesis by Muse, that was the perfect choice. Really matched their style of skating. They're an elegant team. They have good lines. And they were able to portray the emotion of that wonderful piece of music all the way through, and the program built with the music. I thought that was fantastic. Completely different to the rhythm dance. And right from the off, I thought they captured your imagination, skated it so well. And when you look at these two, they haven't got an awful lot of experience competing at the highest level. First time in the 4 continents for them. They did compete in the Cup of China, where they finished in 9th place. But already you can see they've grown as a team. Wonderful unison through this. Lovely rise and fall. We haven't seen that yet. Really using their knees well, which helps them generate speed across the ice, and it makes everything look effortless. Beautiful emotion. was that? A really quick rotation on the lift. Great position. Well, well done, guys. Real team effort, and they've really blown it out the park, I tell you. So what's their personal best? 88.42. Look at that, 92.17. That is a huge score for this team. Fantastic stuff, and rightly so. Well done, judges, and well done, Zhang and Nan. Fantastic job.
林希芬刷新赛季最好成绩，得分为147.28分，目前在列第一位。
Our next skaters represent Brazil.
接下来登场的是巴西组合。
So they go into this lying in 15th place. They've got to be on the top of their game. There's been some good performances out there in this opening group. Yeah, representing Brazil. They've got a Prince medley for us. Natalie. Really good done spin. Such a good entry to that. Really good unison through the twizzles late on in the program too.
kiss.
Wasn't that fun? Well, they didn't seem to put a foot wrong there. Pallu-Neves and Shi and Panesar. They're really super. I thought that was a great choice of music for them. Can't beat a bit of Prince, can you? The one thing I think this team could really work on is just finishing everything off a little bit better. A little bit more extension, because they've got a good look out there. Good speed across the ice. They use the edges well. Quality of the turns look good. And for the most part, technically, they're getting the levels. So it's an exciting team, that's for sure. Nick Buckland greeting them at the door. He coaches them with Penny Coombs, Karen Quinn, Alan Abretti. Yeah, promising team. Is more of the same. I think they're going in the right direction. The quality of what they're doing, very good indeed. If they just finish everything off a little bit more, work on the extensions, get the skating quality up more, they could be on the up and up. So 84.14 is their best score. They need 96.7 to go into the lead. I don't think they're going to do that. Shi and Wu really exceptional today. They're our leaders. Could that be enough to get them in second place? Possibly, and if it is, they're going to go up. Yes, it will be. 85.38. That is a season's best for them. It's third on the night. I think they're going to move up. Yeah, second place. So well done. There's confirmation of that. Yeah, well deserved. So there's confirmation. It's Shi and Wu leading. The Brazilians leapfrog over the Australians with a super effort there in the free dance. We've got group number 2 coming out onto the ice now. A couple of teams from Japan, another team from China, and a team from Korea too. So to get us underway, it's Azusa Tanaka and Shingo Nishiyama from Japan. They're in 11th place going into this. From China, big cheer for them. Zizi Chen and Chen and Xing. They're in 12th. From Japan, Utana Yoshida and Masaya Morita. Japanese team having such a fantastic time here. They're in 10th, and last to go, Hannah Lim and Lim and Quan from Korea. They're the highest ranked team in this second group. They go into this lying in 9th place. There's confirmation. So looking at the team from Japan, they're not been together that long, but very, very impressive indeed. They finished second in the Japanese Nationals this year and have only competed in one international competition leading up to this. It was the Golden Spin in Zagreb, where they finished in 9th place. That's a pretty high-level competition, one of the Challenger Series events, so a 9th place finish, not too bad for them there. That's where they got their personal best scores. Wish them all the best. Azusa Tanaka, Shingo, Nishiyama. They'll get us underway. So a team here that are now really debuting at the senior level. They did compete in the World Championships, having said that, last year, where they finished in 25th place. Didn't make it into the free, but looked really, really good in the rhythm dance here. Going to this lying in 12th place. Chen and Xing. Best result for them this season was a 5th place finish in the Shanghai Trophy.
They are national bronze medalists and are competing.
They'll be followed by the Japanese team that finished in 3rd place at the national championships this year. Another team that have only just got together, and they competed in the Golden Spin as well, and they finished right up in 5th place. And first team that we're going to see that have got over 100 points in the free dance. So really looking forward to seeing them skate. See the quality. Skating to music from Rise of the Phoenix.
They are the first Korean Icelanders to win a medal at an ISU championship.
And last to go, it will be the team from Korea. Really exciting team, these two. Runners-up in the Junior World Championships last year. First Korean ice dancers to win a team at an ISU championship. So keep your eye on these two. They're one to mark up for the future. Runners-up in the Warsaw Cup this year. And they competed in a couple of Grand Prix as well. So they really are gaining experience this season. 9th in Skate America, 6th in the Grand Prix of France in Angers. And they skated so well in the rhythm dance. Great interpretation to a Prince medley. Of course, a team training in Montreal. Must be looking forward to the World Championships in March, which of course take place in Montreal. No jet lag for them for that one. Just to remind you, it'll be Tanaka and Nishiyama to go first, then Chen and Xing for China. They'll be followed by Yoshida and Morita of Japan. Last to go, the Koreans, Lim and Quan. So these teams out here, they've got to be on their game because the leading team was so good. Remember, it's Shi and Wu for China leading with that 147.28. Just looking ahead, just a reminder, we've got an ice resurface after this, and then the last two groups, the top 8 after the rhythm dance. The battle of the medals. It's going to go right down to the wire. The leaders, Gilles and Poirier, last to skate. Fournier Beaudry and Soerensen, their teammates, will skate 3rd in the final group. They're lying in 2nd, and lying in 3rd place, the American team, Carreira and Ponomarenko. They'll go 2nd in that final group.
skaters to represent Japan.
接下来登场的是日本组合。
Tanaka and Nishiyama.
Well, I really enjoyed these two in the rhythm dance. They go into this lying in 11th place. Debuting at the Four Continents Championships. Tanaka and Nishiyama for Japan. Really sharp through those twizzles. Oh, what a shame. That was a good recovery. Not ideal when you lose it on the first turn of the midline step sequence. Yeah, super team to watch. I love the skating quality from these two, and I've got to say, Shingo has an amazing personality that comes shooting out across the arena. Help but smile when you're watching. taking nothing away from Azusa here.
Tanaka and Nishiyama Shingo.
Azusa Tanaka, Shingo Nishiyama of Japan. How costly would that mistake be? I'll tell you what, it could have been an awful lot worse. He did really well to keep her on her feet. They were going for a right forward inside bracket at the time. She just caught the edge on the way out. It could so easily have gone down on that. I remember them in the rhythm dance. They did the Mario Brothers number. I've got to say, I think that more classical piece really suited their style of skating much, much more. Yeah, they're a real class act, aren't they? Lovely lines throughout. Here's those twizzles. And both of them getting level 4s for this. Even after the technical panel have done their work, they've had a good look at it. And it stays at level 4. Arms out, the free leg tucked in. Fantastic unison, the free leg in front on that right back outside twizzle. Lovely changes through the lift, and there again, that balance point. He's in the cantilever spread. Really deep on that back outside edge there. And curved lift, and they're getting 4s for that as well. So could be a good score for these two. They've never got over 100. They are knocking on the door though. And grabbing the skate, the rotation that they got in that. All those features getting them the 4 on the lift. So they need 85.2 to go into the lead. They're going to do that. They want to get close to 100. 95.54. So that's very close to their personal best score, which is 96.83. Got that in the golden spin. But if you can get close to it in a championship, things are looking good. And there's confirmation. Tanaka and Nishiyama at the top of the pile after 5 teams.
Our next skaters represent the People's Republic of China.
And so to our last team from China. He means business. These two go into this lying in 12th place. Gilles Chen and Xing.
You're the voice that brings hope to my soul. I could never live without you, as my world could not exist without you.
Oh, I loved it. Well, I don't know about you, I could not take my eyes off him. Just brilliant. He couldn't have given that any more. There was a moment there where he was the Phantom. I thought the costume was brilliant. Superb interpretation. Well done, guys.
中国组合陈希子、辛佳宁。
Well, I've never seen these two better. Zizi Chen, Xing. Wasn't he brilliant? And again, that's taking nothing away from her. But there were moments in that routine where he really was the Phantom. He took on the role. Thought that subtle mask on the costume was brilliant as well. Yeah, really good when a team take a theme like this and run with it so well. Yeah, for me, that program flew by. The transitions between the elements was just fantastic. So areas they can work on still. They've got the basic skating skills. They've got the extension. The look of them out there is fantastic. They've got good speed across the ice. They covered the ice as well as any of the teams that we've seen so far. Gotta watch the content a little bit in the step. Quality of the turns could be a little bit better. Just make sure they hit the right edges in and out of the turns. But for expression, look at that. You wouldn't want to be sat there, would you? Yeah, loved it. So well done to them and the team. These two train in Harbin. So they need 96.54 to go into the lead. They're not going to do that, you know. 96.47. Going to go in second place, I think. Don't think it's quite enough. Yes, second place it is. Very close. They closed the gap at the Japanese team. Tanaka and Nishiyama front.
Yoshida and Morita Masaya.
So lying in 10th place. Team debuting at the Four Continents Championships. Not been together long. Won the bronze medal in the Japanese Nationals this year. An exciting team. Wish them well here. Yutana Yoshida and Masaya Morita. Well, these two are a class act, that's for sure. Did not put a foot wrong there. Just looking down, every single element's getting a positive grade of execution, and the GOEs are pretty high as well.
Yoshida and Morita.
Now, it's amazing when you look at a team like this that haven't been together that long. This is really their first season competing internationally together. And boy, oh boy, do they gel. Utana Yoshida, Masaya Morita of Japan. They finished third in Japanese nationals, but the Japanese Federation must be excited about the prospect of this partnership. Working with Kathy Reed, they've got a good team on the choreographic side as well. Caitlin Weaver and Massimo Scali joining the team there. There she is. Must be very, very proud. Been a good few weeks for the Reed family, isn't it? Her sister won the bronze medal in the European Championships in Lithuania, what, 2 or 3 weeks ago? Right from the off, this just exuded class. Could not take your eye off them for a moment. Certainly areas where they can get their levels up slightly to help their technical score. But as you watch this, you've got to remember it is a work in progress. There is a quality about everything they do. Dance spin getting them a level 4. A 3 on this. Fantastic balance point. Well, they've been over 100 before, and yes, everything going in the right direction. 103.27. It is a new personal best for them, and their confirmation they go into the lead. Fantastic stuff. It was the Japan 1-2 after 7 teams.
Our next skaters represent Republic of Korea. Lim and Quan.
So, last to go for the Korean team. It's the 19-year-old Hannah Lim and 22-year-old. These two runners-up in the Junior World Championships last year. They go into this lying in 9th place.
dont je ne pourrais jamais vivre sans toi. Je ne pourrais pas, ne pars pas, j'en mourrais un instant sans toi, et je n'existe pas, mais mon amour ne me quitte pas. Ils se sont séparés sur le quai du Gare. Ils se sont éloignés dans un dernier regard. Oh, je t'aime, oh, je t'aime, oh, je t'aime, ne me quitte pas.
Aren't they brilliant? Well, some superb interpretation there to the music. And their choice, Umbrellas of Cherbourg, of course. So much expression all the way through. And wonderful the way they picked out the nuances in the music. Another team taking a theme and really, really running with it in this free dance. So yeah, these two competing at the Four Continents for the first time. You'd never know it, would you? Silver medalists in the ISU Junior World Championships last year, here skating very much as seniors. And these two already making records in the world of ice dance, the first Korean ice dance team to medal at an ISU championship. So you could see the quality of these two. Well, I hope you're enjoying this. It's a fantastic level. And we're just about at the halfway mark. Look at that, Roman greeting them at the door. He's absolutely thrilled with how things went out on the ice there. Another team training in Montreal. It just is a hotbed of talent there. What a fantastic look. Now, right from the off, and this really set the tone for the program, didn't it? Straight line lift. Quality etched all over these twizzles. So perfect unison, and the level's very good as well. They're getting level 4s there. And I think one of the most impressive things about this team is that if you take that, for example, the balance point very difficult, the extension, the line that she's got, they make it all look so easy. Talk about chemistry.
Ils se sont éloignés dans un dernier regard. Oh, je t'aime, oh, je t'aime.
Yeah, beautiful. I thought I keep quiet for a moment because nothing I was going to say was going to do that justice. Very, very good. So 113.87, that is fantastic for them. Their season's best, their personal best that they got in the Warsaw Cup was 113.34. So things on the up and up for the Korean team, and they go shooting into the lead. Look at that. What a score, 182.78. Not quite as good the total score as the one they got in Warsaw, but of course this is a different kettle of fish. So that's how it stands at the halfway point. Isn't that fantastic? We've had some wonderful performances so far, and there is more to come. It's going to get better, as if that's possible. So the Zamboni out doing his stuff now, and we're going to take about a 15-minute break before we get underway with group number 3. Teams lying from 5th to 8th in that group, and then the battle of the medals will commence. Just a reminder, Piper Gilles, Paul Poirier for Canada leading, Laurence Fournier Beaudry, Nikolai Soerensen in 2nd, and Christina Carreira and Anthony Ponomarenko for the USA in 3rd place going into this free dance. All that coming up in around 15 minutes. See you in a moment.
Avec ses soins de beauté professionnelle, ma peau est plus belle, mon visage paraît plus jeune et éclatant de beauté. Dans les instituts de beauté, Guinon et Maricor. Happiness blossoms from what's in your hand. The more you share it with the people you love, the more it will grow. Just like the flower that symbolizes happiness. Inspired by Maybells. Designed to spread happiness. Citizen L. Pour ma beauté, je fais confiance à mon esthéticienne. Avec ses soins de beauté professionnels, ma peau est plus belle, mon visage paraît plus jeune et éclatant de beauté. Dans les instituts de beauté, Guinon et Maricor. The world is filled with things we would like to preserve and pass on to the future. Kinoshita Group supports art museums in Japan, as well as cultural and artistic activities around the world. We sponsor renovation work at the world-renowned Louvre Museum in France and its various exhibitions. We also support the valuable initiatives of museums such as the Grand Palais, the Petit Palais, and the Musée Guinéen. And in England, we established a scholarship system for Japanese students to train at the Royal Ballet School. We provide the finest training for would-be ballet dancers. Hoping each and every one of you can fulfill your dreams and hopes. We are always at your side. Kinoshita Group. 幸福信号，追溯美的内在要因。全新的黛珂 APU 舒服系列，以美之新视角，协同添加狂澜花提取物，乳液先行，打造富有弹性的柔韧肌肤。结合新升级囊体技术，肌肤紧致饱满，焕现锐气鲜艳，给肌肤和心灵倾现光亮勋章。 Pour ma beauté, je fais confiance à mon esthéticienne. Avec ses soins de beauté professionnels, ma peau est plus belle, mon visage paraît plus jeune et éclatant de beauté dans les instituts de beauté Guinou et Maricor.
Dear esteemed audience, once again we would like to express our gratitude to the official ISU sponsors for their generous support.
有请下一组幸运观众。嗨，这边的朋友你们好吗？让我们看向大屏幕，向镜头挥手。祝愿我们现场的观众朋友们今天能有一个美丽的心情。Hello， 你们好，今天真好看 ，You look so nice today。好，我们所有上屏观众啊，都可以获得所有会为大家准备的龙年限定好礼，这样一个小玩偶。好，接下来的时间，让我们把目光继续聚焦到赛场，让我们期待下2组我们的运动员的精彩表现。
Welcome back. The teams in the penultimate group ready to come out onto the ice now for their introductions. It's been fantastic so far, this free dance, and it is only going to get better.
Representing Australia,
So to get us underway in this group number 3, lying in 8th place, the team from Australia, Holly Harris and Jason Chan. Followed by the Canadians, lying in 7th, Marie-Jade Lauriault and Roman Le Gac.
representing the United States of America, Caroline Green and Michael.
Our first look at Team USA today. Caroline Green and Michael Parsons lying in 5th, they're 3rd to go.
And Tim Koleto.
And last to go in this group, Misato Komatsubara and Tim Koleto. Well, it's been good so far, but we should see quite a rise in the level get into this group. Holly Harris and Jason Chan for Australia. Another team who train in Montreal. They've got a wealth of experience, these two, competing in the 4 continents for the 4th time. 8th they were last year. And that's exactly where they stand going into the free dance here. They need to be right on the top of their game because the level has been so high. But great in the rhythm dance. Yeah, real air of sophistication about these two.
They represented France until 2020.
Well, the team that finished in 2nd place in Canadian Nationals this year.
They now represent
Team on the up and up. Looking forward to seeing them skate, that's for sure.
championships. They are in 7th place.
Corpse Bride soundtrack for them. It should be a lot of fun. Marie-Jade Lauriault and Roman Le Gac. So they are competing for the third time at the Four Continents. They were 6th last year and the year before, go into this lying in 7th place. Like to get up inside that top 5 if they possibly can. It's another team that have got to be on the top of their game. See the quality, fantastic edge work there. Their 1-foot turn sequence.
These two students teamed up
And so to a team that were champions back in 2022. Finished in 5th place last year. They go into this lying in 5th place. This is Caroline Green and Michael Parsons from the USA. They finished in 4th place at the National Championships last weekend, but had a pretty good season so far. Finished in 4th place in Skate America in Allen, Texas, the first of the Grand Prix events, and competed in the Cup of China as well, where they finished on the podium, got a bronze medal there. Training in Canton in Michigan, coached by Charlie White, his wife Tanith. And the final team lying in 6th place. They were 7th last year. They are the Japanese national champions. And a team getting better and better all the time. Misato Komatsubara and Tim Koleto. They got married to each other back in 2017. He's now received Japanese citizenship, and he did prior to the Olympic Winter Games, where they competed and finished in 22nd place. Made the move to Montreal and training there with the best teams in the world. It's going to be a fascinating group, this, because I sense there could be a little bit of movement here. When you look at the personal best scores of these teams, there's not a lot in it, so one slip up could prove crucial. They've all got to be right on the money. Australians there, they'll be first to go, they're looking good. How are their nerves? The Americans, they'll be third to go. Caroline and Michael. Hello. Just a reminder, it's a Canada 1-2 going into this. Gilles and Poirier leading, Fournier Beaudry and Soerensen in 2nd place. No Madison Chalk and Evan Bates. They were planning to participate here. They've won the title 3 times before. They were going for a 4th one, but they competed in the national championships last week, and both of them skating with flu symptoms. And Evan was really, really rough. He did so well to get through the program. They retained their title, but not fit enough to make the trip here. We wish them well there. Back home in the US, getting ready for the World Championships.
Our next skaters represent Australia.
接下来登场的是澳大利亚组合
Holly Harris and Jason Chan.
So to get us underway in group number 3, team lying in 8th place from Australia. Holly Harris and Jason Chan, Ocean Lullaby. Oh, very, very good. Just that one dicey moment there. And it was a good recovery, that's for sure. Holly Harris, Jason Chan for Australia.
Representing Australia,
澳大利亚组合
Holly Harris and Jason Chan.
Now these two will want to be leading. The scores come up, but I can tell you that the score that the Koreans got has really put the pressure on these two. They need a season's best by some way. In fact, they've got to do a personal best score here to stay in front of the Korean team that are leading at the moment. And with that small error in there, and to be honest, the quality of what they did, I'm not sure they're going to have enough in hand. It was good, but if you compare the quality of skating with the young Korean team, for me, the Koreans have the upper hand. See, they're a little bit out of sync on the twizzles. Grade of execution, not as good as the Koreans. They lost a little bit on that element. And it just seemed to me they were giving fractions of a point away on every element. We'll have to wait and see how it pans out. They need 113.45 to go into the lead. Their best score is 104.67. So that gives you an indication of the task in hand for these two. It was lovely to watch. Yeah, interesting that saying there were two back-to-back very, very strong programs, and I think that's right. They couldn't have done much more. Have they done enough? So 113.45 or more would give them the lead. They need over 96.8, which I'm sure they're going to do that. Be in second place. I'm just sure they did enough to stay ahead of the Koreans. Wait and see how it pans out. Down the technical panel have done their job. Cut on a knee, look. Okay, where will they have?
Holly Harris and Jason Chan.
Yeah, 107, it's not a bad score, it's second place. That is a new personal best for them by some way, but it's an indication as to how good the Koreans were. Still out in front, Hannah Lim and Yi Kan for Korea, and the Australians slot into second place.
Our next skaters represent Canada.
接下来登场的是加拿大组合
Lauriault and Le Gac.
So this should be fun. He's in character already, look. Lauriault and Le Gac from Canada. This team runners-up in Canadian Nationals this year, and they're lying in 7th place going into this. Phenomenal.
you a story to make a skeleton cry of our own jubiliciously lovely corpse bride. You might try high, and you might try pray, but we all end up the remains of the day. Oh, that's right. Oh yeah, come on boys, pick it up. And then maybe everything went black.
Just stunning. How do they do it? How do they come up with so many different programs? Yet another team training in Montreal. And something completely different. Brilliant interpretation to Danny Elfman's music. It's a great score, that, The Corpse Bride. Maria Jade Lauriault and Roman Le Gac from Canada. It's fantastic how he captures the character, doesn't he? But Inspector Clouseau last year, as I remember it. He was brilliant in that. He should be on the stage. Perhaps he is. Yeah, a lot of fun. And so much innovation in that. Talk about attention to detail. Look at that costume. And the makeup. Très bien. I go along with that. Well done. Very, very good. Well, they need 111.53 to go in the lead. I'm pretty sure they're going to do that. They got their season's best. In fact, they got a personal best score in Budapest. I think this program's getting better and better as the season goes on. Wasn't this amazing? What a balance point. You wouldn't want that to go wrong. Disappear into the stands. Fantastic on the twizzles.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, looking down, level 4s on the twizzles. Not too much for the technical panel to look at. And again, another fantastic little feature there. Slipped on one foot. Well, they gave us a bit of in excess in the rhythm dance. Look at that. It's like a magic trick. Yeah, really good. Well done. So, 111.53 will do it. 116.4 is their... Oh, yes! 119.57, almost got 120 points. Look, they can't believe it. They deserve it, though. It was very, very good indeed. And they go shooting into the lead, 190 points. That's fantastic. So the Canadians out in front. We've got 2 to go in this group. It is fascinating.
Our next skaters represent the United States of America.
接下来登场的是美国组合。
So on the ice now, a team that were the champions back in 2022. They finished in 5th place last year, and that's exactly where they are going into this. Right on their game. Caroline Green and Michael Parsons from the USA. Wasn't that lovely? They are a joy to watch, these two. Caroline Green, Michael Parsons. Couple that finished 4th in their national championships this year.
美国组合
Caroline Green and Michael Parsons.
Yeah, they got on the podium last year at the national championships, finished in 2nd place. Of course, the 4 continents champions of 2022. Not been a bad season for them. Bronze medalists in the Cup of China, finished in 4th place in Skate America. Didn't seem to be too much wrong with that. But perhaps a little bit of a bobble in the midline step sequence from Caroline on one of the twizzles. And it's going to come down to the smallest margins at the end of the day. Just to put it into perspective, they need a season's best score here to go into the lead, and that's where they want to be if they're not to drop. They are the leading team in this group after the rhythm dance, so they want to be out in front. So they're looking for a 115.47. 113.26 is the best score they've had this season. They did get in the World Championships last year, they got 122.7. Have to get near that if they possibly could. So much sophistication about everything they do. So here we go, 115.47 is the target. Oh no, not quite. It's 2nd, 115.16. They're going to drop behind the Canadians, I think. Yes. Caroline Green, Michael Parsons in 2nd. Canadians leading, Marie-Jade, Lauriault and Roman Le Gac out in front, and they know it. They've dropped a place.
Our next skaters represent Japan.
接下来登场的是日本组合
Komatsubara and
Last to go in the penultimate group, lying in 6th place. Japanese national champions. Barbara Streisand for us here. Misato Komatsubara and Tim Koleto. Just beautiful. What a lovely choice of music. Barbra Streisand at her very best.
Representing Japan,
Loving You with Patrick Wilson.
Komatsubara and Tim Koleto.
Misato Komatsubara and Tim Koleto. They're going to have to go some here, I'll tell you. Judges have got to go with that. It was haunting in the arena. Barbra Streisand's voice just perfect for a venue like this. It hangs in the auditorium.
Just the ones that you touched, the others?
I don't think so.
The standard of the competition, they need a personal best to go into the lead here. They need 119.55, 119.25 to go second, 111.41. It's a good score, to be honest. 103.49 is the best they've got this season, so it's a very, very good score. It's fourth place, fourth overall. So they will have wanted to be in second. They're going to drop a couple of places, I think, there. But it's good news for the Canadians there at the top of the pile with 4 to go. What a competition this is turning out to be. So there's confirmation of how they stand as we go into the final group. Marie-Jade Laurent and Romain Le Gac for Canada leading. Caroline Green and Michael Parsons in second. Hannah Lim and Ekan for Korea in third. But here we go. The battle for the medals is on now. The top 4 after the rhythm dance on the ice for their introductions.
Representing the United States of America.
So to get us underway, debuting at the 4 continents, and what a debut it was in the rhythm dance. Emilia Zingas and Vadim Kolesnik for the USA. They're in 4th. Christina Carreira, Anthony Ponomarenko, a couple that finished in 3rd place in 2022. They're in 3rd going into this. Lawrence Fournier Beaudry and Nikolai Soerensen for Canada in 2nd, be 3rd to go. And last, the leaders. They were in great form in the rhythm dance. Can they keep it going here? Piper Gilles and Paul Poirier for Canada. Got a little bit in hand. About 3.5 points roughly. Piper and Paul. And to be honest, barring any real mishaps, I don't think they're going to need it. They have to be the red hot favourites here. So let's take a closer look at the teams.
And this is their first trip to the ISU World Continents Championships, where they are in 4th place.
Emilia Zingas and Vadim Kolesnik for the USA, team that finished in 6th place in the senior championships last weekend. And here debuting at the 4 continents, as I said. Had a good season so far. They were runners-up in the Golden Spin. Did well in Espoo at the Grand Prix there, where they finished in 5th place. And they were 5th in Skate Canada as well. lying in third place, a team that have been on the podium at Four Continents before. A couple of years ago, they won the bronze medal. This is Christina Carreira, Anthony Ponomarenko, team that were runners-up in the Junior World Championships back in 2018. Competed in the World Championships last year and finished in 10th place. That was their debut at the Senior Worlds, and a great result for them. Done well in the Grand Prix series, didn't make it into the Grand Prix finals, finished 4th in Angers in the French Grand Prix, and they were 4th as well in Espoo. And then third to go, the team lying in second place. They were silver medalists in Four Continents last year, did so well in the World Championships as well last year, where they finished in 5th place, pushing really hard for a medal. It's been a good season for them so far. They did make it into the Grand Prix finals by virtue of the fact that they finished 2nd in Angers and 2nd in Espoo as well. 5th place for them in the Grand Prix finals in Beijing. So they want to keep the momentum going there if they possibly can. They got a personal best in the free dance in Angers. And their total score was a personal best in Espoo. So it really has been a good season for them. And now the team that finished 3rd in the World Championships last year and back in 2021. They are the Canadian national champions, bronze medalists in the Grand Prix finals this year. They won both Skate Canada and the Cup of China. Music from the Wuthering Heights soundtrack for Piper and Paul this year, and it's a super piece, I can tell you. So they are the red-hot favorites. 85-49 they take with them into this free dance. Americans will be first to go. Amelia and Vadim. Christina and Anthony looking good. They're in 3rd place. Remember, they've got what? A couple of points in hand over their teammates going into this. Will they need it? All going to pan out shortly. But there they are in 2nd place at the moment. Lawrence and Nikolai, could they possibly go one stage further here? A real air of expectation in this final group, and there they are, the favourites. Piper, Gilles and Poirier last to go. Just using this final minute to feel the ice, get those edges working, get the ankles moving. They know what they have to do.
Speeders, as we conclude your warm-up, would you please clear the ice?
热身环节结束，运动员请退场。
Our next speakers represent the United States of America.
接下来登场的是美国。
It's the final group of the free dance here in these Four Continents Championships for 2024. And to get us underway, the team lying in 4th place, representing the USA. Debuting at these championships. They've done well so far. Can they keep the momentum going here? Emilia Zingas and Vadim Kolesnik. Just beautiful.
She'll walk right in, and as the long, long nights begin, I'll think of all that might have been, waiting here
Well, fantastic interpretation there. The music, of course, from The Beauty and the Beast. And the wonderful sound of Josh Groban there in that final section. Well, this very much a team for the future. He's 21, he's 22. Top of their game here, though. Emilia Zingas and Vadim Kolesnik for the USA. Team trained by Igor Spielband. And the team in Novi in Michigan, just outside Detroit. Pasquale Camerlengo, part of the team there as well. Yeah, these two seem to be getting better and better to me. And going into this, they knew they couldn't put a foot wrong. And to be honest, I couldn't see anything wrong with that. There he is. Igor Spielband, done so much for ice dance in the US over the years. He is a legend. Yeah, he's pleased with that. So many intricacies in the program. So yeah, their season's best score is 112.71. So that, if they got that, it would only be good enough for third place. That's how high the level is here at these Four Continents Championships. It's amazing, isn't it? When the teams come out, they know they've got to get a personal best to hold on to the place that they've got. 1:15.08. Think about that when you're watching these slow-mos. And every single shot you're looking at is just picture perfect, isn't it? You can't give more than that. Yeah, really great.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Love you, Callie, Lee, Nicole, Brooklyn team. Thanks for staying up. Hi, everyone.
So there's our leaders. But will they be leaders for long? Can they get a personal best here? Was that good enough? I thought it was great. Let's see. Let's hope they're still smiling once the marks are up. Yeah, 1:17.31. That's a good score. It is second place on the free dance, but it's going to be enough to put them in the lead. There's confirmation of that. That was the target. So they lead with 3 to go.
Our next skaters represent the United States of America.
接下来登场的是美国组合
Christina Carreira and Anthony Ponomarenko.
So now we focus on the team lying in third place. They were runners-up in US National Championships last weekend. A team that won the bronze medal at the Four Continents 2 years ago. They go into this lying in third place. With music from Perfume, Story of a Murder, Christina Carreira and Anthony Ponomarenko. Little bit of oscillation there. Well, the intensity of that, second to none. Real drama from start to finish. Christina Carreira, Anthony Ponomarenko for the USA.
Representing the United States of America,
美国组合
Christina Carrera and Anthony Ponomarenko.
Well, that's their bid for another medal at the Four Continents Championships. Think they've done enough? Just a reminder, they get close for their personal best score. 116.99 is the best they got. They got that in the Finlandia Trophy this season, where they were second. Big hug from Scott at the door. He coaches them with Madison Hubble, Adrian Dias, and Patrice Lazon, part of the team. These two training in London and in Montreal as well. Technically so good, but I've got to say, as a theme, I don't think it's one of my favorites of the afternoon. There you can see it just oscillating. Yeah, the foot did go down on that twizzle as well. Technical panel have given that a 3 for her and a 4 for him, and somehow they still get a positive grade of execution on that. Drama written all over it. Will there be drama when the marks come up? So they need 1:15.61 to go into the lead. Second place would be 1:13.37. Remember, we've got 2 to go, so if they're leading after this, they are on the podium. Zingas and Kolesnik of the USA leading that 193.07.
I think it's one of those where you had to fight. When you go back and review, you'll find a lot of great things in there. Like, I like the approach of the law and of the skating much more than nationals even.
Yeah, been a busy week for the American team.
Seriously, kiddo, it's one moment. Like, it's the steps in between you kind of are a little.
Yeah, fantastic analysis from Scott there, just not dwelling on the mistake. So yeah, 1:16.67, they'll do it. They are third on the free dance, but that will be enough, I think, to put them into the lead. And there it is. So they are on the podium. At worst, they've got a bronze medal here in Shanghai. Went down to the wire.
Our next skaters represent Canada.
So lying in second place after an exceptional rhythm dance. Couple that won Canadian nationals last year, silver medalists at the Four Continents last year as well. This is Fournier Beaudry and Soerensen for Canada. More drama here. Notre Dame de Paris, the music.
Quand les années auront passé, on trouvera sous terre nos deux squelettes enlacés pour dire à l'univers, laissez mon âme s'envoler loin du misère de la terre, laissez mon amour se mêler à la lumière de l'univers.
Just amazing emotion. Lawrence Fournier Beaudry, Nikolai Soerensen for Canada. Gives you goosebumps, eh? Wonderful interpretation all the way through that.
Laurence Fournier Beaudry and Nikolai Soerensen.
Just fantastic. It's such a powerful piece of music, such a big piece of music, and you gotta skate your socks off, and that's exactly what they did. Pressure really on these two because the quality of the competition has been so good. But of course, you've got to say you fancy they're locked in for the silver medal, but the goal for these two is to put the pressure on the leaders, Piper and Paul, who are yet to go. And to be honest, that's exactly what they did. Amazing quality. The program technically so demanding, and looking down every single element, getting the thumbs up from the panel of judges. Look at that, the unison on the twizzles. Every moment you look through the program, their weight is perfectly over the skate. And it has to be to give every movement that amount of energy. You've got to have your weight in the right place. You've got to have real core strength. Fantastic balance point. It's amazing. When you give it that much, you're right on the cusp. You're right on the edge. Excuse the pun. But at the point of things going wrong. But they had control all the way through. So 112.13, they need to go into the lead. They're going to do that easy. Yeah, 125.52, and that's a new season's best just for them. They're pushing their personal best. 128.45 they got in the World Championships last year, where they finished in 5th place. But they do lead. There's one to go. The pressure's on. The leaders need to be flawless.
Our final skater, representing Canada.
So this is it.
Piper Gilles and Poirier.
They were exceptional in the rhythm dance. A team that twice finished on the podium at the World Championships, 3rd last year, 3rd back in 2021. Silver medalist at the 4 continents back in 2020. Never been on the top of the podium. And ISU Championships. Could this be their year? Piper Gilles and Paul Poirier from Canada. But if you haven't seen this yet this season, it's a masterpiece. The music, Wuthering Heights. just breathtaking. Well, it doesn't matter what piece of music you give them. They act the part, don't they? They become the characters, and they are so convincing.
Representing Canada, Gilles and Poirier.
So there they are. They are the champions. They have to be with that performance. Gilles and Paul Poirier. Just breathtaking. It is fascinating watching these two skate. And one of the things that I marvel at, particularly with Paul, is that very often when you watch him skate, he's got his body weight in the wrong place. He often skates with his weight outside the circle, which is so difficult to generate speed and to have the quality of skating that he has with his body weight in the position that it's in. Defies belief, to be honest. But it creates that that wonderful impression that really only he's got. He's created a style all of his own, and I love it. They have worked at their craft over the years, and it's been a joy to watch. Well, they've won medals in championships before. Of course, a silver in the Four Continents 4 years ago too. But I'm sure it's going to be the top of the podium for them here in Shanghai. Every single shot that you look at, just phenomenal. Yeah, it gives you chills. Fantastic, well done. Well done, Carol Lane, Yuri Razgalayev, John as well, who coached them in Scarborough. Must be so proud. It's going to be huge. Yeah, 128.87, that is fantastic. It's not as good as they got in the Grand Prix in Espoo or in Skate Canada, but it's enough to give them first place. And by some way, at the end of the day, Gilles, Paul Poirier for Canada in a class of their own. And that really does send a signal to the rest of the world that they are a team that's in contention for the World Championships in March. It's a Canada 1-2. What a fantastic climax that was, the free dance. So confirmation, Gilles, Paul Poirier for Canada win gold. Fournier Beaudry, Nikolai Soerensen for Canada the silver, and Christina Carreira, Anthony Ponomarenko for the USA the bronze. Brave challenge from the youngsters Emilia Zingas and Vadim Kolesnik for the USA, who finished in 4th place. And the Canadians, weren't they brilliant? Marie-Jade, Lauriault and Roman Le Gac in 5th place. Disappointment for Caroline Green and Michael Parsons in 6th. So let's hear from the winners.
Once again, congratulations to the pair from Canada, Gilles and PA, for winning the ice dance of the ISU Four Continents Figure Skating Championships 2024 in Shanghai. Congrats.
Thank you.
Great performance, solid performance. We could see that you motivated everybody here inside the stadium. So first of all, how would you like to say your thanks to the fans who would give you support and encouragement throughout the whole performance?
I think we'd really like to thank all of our fans. We've been to China 3 times this season so far, and I feel like this was our best performance, so we really want to thank all of our fans that have traveled to all the different competitions. We really felt their energy, and we just really appreciate their support every year.
两位选手在比赛的过程当中呢，我们也是感受到现场观众给他们一直以来的支持和鼓励，他们也是非常感谢现场所有的观众，在全世界各地的舞台上，每一次他们的表现都会引来很多他们粉丝的支持和鼓励，也非常感谢所有的来宾从全世界的各地来到上海观摩这场比赛。And if I remember correctly, you've won several titles in the past 3 years. So what are your future plans and your aspirations in your career?
I think more than anything, we're really proud to have won our first championships here. It's really exciting for the two of us. We have the World Championships in 6 weeks. They're in Montreal in our home country. So I think we're really excited now to go home and still work even harder so that we can be better at that competition and try and win there as well.
那两位选手呢，在最近的3年，其实也是获得了很多的成绩，获得了6、7个冠军的头衔。那么这一次他们在上海也是第一次获得4大洲的冠军，所以两人也表示非常高兴。还有不到6个星期的时间，他们就将迎来的是世锦赛，当然也在他们的家乡加拿大的蒙特利尔。所以两位呢，也是希望能够更好的备战这场比赛，能够争取获得世锦赛的冠军。And do you have any plans to spend your rest of the stay here in Shanghai? Any plans to celebrate?
Well, we can't quite celebrate yet because we're going to be back on the ice in a few hours for the gala. So I think we're really looking forward to performing one more time in a very fun and easygoing setting. But I think we're really just looking forward to some dumplings after this.
那我知道呢，上海包括中国的很多美食呢，都是引得无数外国朋友的喜爱。两位选手也表示，在赢得了这个冠军之后呢，要在上海多待几天，去尝一尝上海的小笼包。Bon appetit, great choice, dumplings, all the best. Thank you so much. Thank you. Congratulations once again to Paul and of course Piper. 让我们再次恭喜两位选手。
Thank you.
Yeah, very well done. Piper Gilles, Paul Poirier. Their first ISU championship win. And they've been threatening, haven't they, over the years? The writing's been on the wall. And you sense it could be the first of many. As they say, they're going to go back to Canada. They're going to prepare for the World Championships, as are the other teams. As we look back at the highlights of the top 3. Carreira and Anthony Ponomarenko, bronze medalists from a couple of years ago, and they're back on the podium here in Shanghai. Another dramatic performance from them. Music from Perfume, and it had all the drama right to the end. And then the silver medal going to the team that won the silver medal last year. Fournier Beaudry and Soerensen from Canada. 5th place for them in the World Championships last year. Another team that will go back home, work hard and work on their chances of getting on the podium at the World Championships. But the evening belongs to Piper Gilles and Paul Poirier, who throughout this competition have not put a foot wrong. They were outstanding in the rhythm dance and they kept it going. When the pressure was on in the free dance, they had to perform well because the level of competition has been so high. They handled the pressure like champions, and at last in an ISU Championships, they win gold. So the scene's set. And they do it well here in Shanghai, I can tell you. It's now time for the victory ceremony for the final event of these 4 continents championships here in Shanghai. The ice dance, of course.
ISU Four Continents Figure Skating Championships 2024. victory ceremony, ice dance.
2024国际滑联4大洲花样滑冰锦标赛冰上舞蹈颁奖仪式现在开始。
Let's welcome the medalists.
欢迎获奖运动员入场。
Third and winners of the bronze medal.
铜牌获得者
From United States of America,
美国组合
Christina Carreira and Anthony Ponomarenko.
Well, they've done it again. This is the third time they've competed in the four continents, and they're on the podium once more. Third 2 years ago. So close to a podium last year, but it must feel great for them to be back on the podium here in Shanghai. Winners of the bronze medal, Christina Carreira, Anthony Ponomarenko for the USA.
Second and winners of the silver medal.
银牌获得者
From Canada,
加拿大组合
Fournier Beaudry and Soerensen.
Yep, they finished in second place last year, and they handled the pressure so well here. Wonderful interpretation to the music from Notre Dame de Paris in the free dance. Winners of the silver medal, Fournier Beaudry and Soerensen from Canada. The Canadian won too. Brilliant stuff.
First and four continents ice dance champions for 2024.
金牌获得者
From Canada,
加拿大组合
Piper Gilles and Poirier.
Doesn't that sound good? And boy, oh boy, do they deserve it. At last, at the top of the podium in an ISU championship, the Canadian national champions, silver medalists from 2020, Piper Gilles and Paul Poirier. Well, they really have thrown down a marker to the other teams across the globe for the World Championships. Remember, they've twice been on the podium at Worlds. They won the bronze medal for the first time in 2021, won it again last year. They're going to be tough to beat, that's for sure, in Montreal. Piper and Paul, just brilliant.
Please welcome the ISU representative, Maria Teresa Samaranch.
下面有请国际滑联代表玛利亚·特蕾莎·萨马兰奇为获奖运动员颁发奖牌。
She will award the medals.
Mrs. Maria Teresa Samaranch, the representative for the International Skating Union, presenting the medals here. Lawrence and Nikolai, and this a magical moment for these two. So well deserved. At last, a gold to add to their collection of ISU championship
Please
medals.
welcome Deputy Director General of Shanghai Administration of Sport, Lim and Quan.
下面有请上海市体育局副局长罗文化为获奖运动员颁发鲜花。
He will
Another of
award
the
the flowers.
local officials congratulating the athletes and presenting the flowers here to our medalists.
Please welcome the referee, Christopher Buchanan, and the technical controller, David Molina.
下面有请裁判长及技术监督向获奖运动员表示祝贺。
They extend
Chris
congratulations
Buchanan,
to the medalists.
looking very dapper there. The referee for the event. Competition has been in great hands. Head of the technical panel, congratulations from him too.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of the champions.
女士们、先生们，请起立，奏加拿大国歌。
Ladies and gentlemen, these are your medalists.
女士们、先生们，让我们向获奖运动员表示热烈的祝贺。
Oh, wonderful picture there. You can imagine Piper and Paul must have had a lump in their throat hearing the anthem played at last for them. So there they are, your medalists in the final event here at the Four Continents Championships in Shanghai. It has been sensational. But the free dance always promised to be a very, very exciting event. And it didn't disappoint, did it? Take it easy. Beautiful shot. So they'll take their lap of honor in a moment or two and give the fans a chance to get a shot. So pleased for Piper and Paul, as I know a lot of you are. It's a magnificent achievement for them, and you sense it could be the start of something fantastic for the Canadian duo. So they leave the podium and they're off on their way. Photographers on the ice getting ready, and the fans that have remained. There hasn't been too many of them, it has to be said, but those that have been here have been vocal, and we thank them for that. So if you enjoyed that, it's not over yet. Of course, the competition is done, but we've got the gala coming up in, what, a couple of hours' time. All the medalists will be participating, we hope, plus a host of others. And you can see that from the way they stage the event, it's going to be a fun affair. You won't want to miss it. So, as the medalists take their lap of honor and get ready for more photos, we're going to take our leave. Hope you've enjoyed that. It was a thrilling competition, that's for sure. Congratulations again to Piper Gilles and Paul Poirier, champions here in Shanghai, champions at last. So until the Ice Gala in 2.5 hours or so, from myself, Chris Howarth, and the rest of the team, goodbye.